Hi, I'm Alessandro Corvaglia from La Maschera di Cera, here in Verviers.
Hi, I'm Fabio Zuffanti and play the bass on La Maschera di Cera.
Hi, I'm Maurizio Di Tollo in La Maschera di Cera. I play drums sometimes.
Hello, I'm Andrea. I'm flute player with La Maschera di Cera.
Okay. Now, before we start, is it true or is it not true that progressive rock was invented by Ennio Morricone?
Ennio Morricone.
Someone says that there are some pieces of Ennio Morricone that could confirm this thing. Actually, he was a genius, really, and from the 50s he made very incredible music. So I think Italy is a very good place for progressive rock.
Why?
But I don't know, maybe for the opera, for the classic music, we had a very big background. We had a very big background of classical music and very good musicians. So I think maybe we just had to do that. There's no way, just that.
Okay. Other ideas about
There is one thing to say that I always appreciated the way that Ennio Morricone arranged his soundtracks, his original motion picture soundtracks, because they use, for example, the electric guitar in a very odd way. So it was a part used and a solo when there was very distorted guitar around. He used the simple guitar, the slide guitar to make the solo. If you remember the soundtrack of Per qualche dollaro in più or Per un pugno di dollari. And his orchestral way is made to arrange the strings. So we're very, very, very particular. We are talking about the late 60s and the earlier 70s. And it was a way to arrange soundtracks that I never had experienced before.
how do you go about composing? Is it very fixed? I do the lyrics, I do the music, or how does it go? Do you find a lot of stuff in rehearsals?
Till now, the task to compose was mainly from Fabio and from Agostino, that is not here. But we have always put ideas into the original compositions. And in the third album that will be soon released, everyone has made a very strong effort in composition too, not only in arrangements. So this next record will be under the point of view of composition very choral.
Yes.
Do you rehearse often? You meet often together?
Not really. It's difficult because we lived. Three of us are from Genova. Remember that tonight there's no our keyboard player Agostino Macor. Ciao Agostino. That is on holiday. Is with his wife because he's just married. We don't rehearse very much because me, Alessandro and Agostino are from Genova, in the north of Italy. Maurizio is from Pescara, that is in the center of Italy, and Andrea is from Bologna. So we don't have much time to rehearse, but when we rehearse, we find immediately the right sparks to playing together that kind of music. Yes, for this concert I can say that we don't have one rehearsal.
So a lot of complicity between.
Yes, very much. We have found that special complicity. Yes, in that group. Yes.
One question I would like to ask: can you think on an emotional level of maybe one record or one concert, or different than that, a moment in time when liking music as a youngster became, I want to play music, and maybe I want to play that kind of music?
Well, for me, it's always been like that because I have passed through many kinds of bands, starting from progressive, passing through pop music, passing through dance music, and even for solo music that had a path like New Age. But progressive rock has been always the main flame. So when I had the chance to join this band and to play progressive only, this was the realization of a dream.
Yes, yes. I started progressive rock from when I was 15 years, because in my house my brother has a very kind of progressive records. So it's the music that I want to make, especially that music with La Maschera di Cera.
And any record then that sticks in your mind, or any group, or a concert that
Particular records, well, I started with Genesis. Nursery Crime for me is the #1 record of all times, of all groups, of all music. So, and then from other thing. Now I listen every kind of music, a lot of music, from progressive to experimental to electronic to ambient to hard rock. But progressive is the first music in my heart.
I was shocked from Foxtrot, Genesis, when I was 15 years old. And I'm definitely dead.
really
From that moment.
So I listen every kind of music, but prog is my heart.
I don't like Genesis. Okay. I don't like Genesis. I like Miles Davis and Jethro Tull. Stand Up was when I was 11 years old. I listened to Stand Up by Jethro Tull and I was shocked. And from that moment I started, and then I discovered jazz and all the other things. I actually like Genesis, but it's not my favorite group. There are many I prefer, actually. They were great, but not as all the other ones that say Genesis is #1. For me, not.
One thing that I want to say on this event, because these 2 days have been for me particularly meaningful, significant, because the first record that I bought when I was an 8-year-old boy was Moving Waves by Focus. So to be here yesterday night and today with La Maschera di Cera has been the completement of a daydream. It's great. It's been really great. I have satisfied two of my greatest desires.
That's cool. That's cool. It's the last one is maybe not interesting, but maybe you have an answer that you like. What is so special about prog rock, as it gives you opportunities? You've been, some of you, in different bands. What is so special, so fulfilling?
Playing progressive rock.
Yeah.
Because it's a music that gives many ways to express yourself. I always found that songs that last 3 or 4 minutes can satisfy you, but not for a very long time. And progressive rock leaves deep feelings. And especially when the tracks last 8, 9, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, I'm very fondest of Tubular Bells, for example. So you can have many ways to tell things that won't fly with the wind, but remain deep in your soul.
It's a kind of, when you listen to a prog rock song, it's like you watch a film. And then if you go deeper in this film, is wonderful. It's wonderful because you lost yourself in that music. So what you want more?
I have no answers. It's simply the music I love.
Well, I think it's just freedom in music, progressive rock, because you don't have just to think of a sound, of a certain kind of music, but progressive rock is a experimentation, and like jazz, it's just freedom in music. And it's for that that I love this kind of music, because really it's very deep inside us, and we just can play anything other.
And just a last question.
Yes.
Do you meet enough other bands in Italy? Cap, The Watch,
Yes.
Mangala Vallis?
Yes.
We are friends. We are often in contact with Gigi Cavallicocchi, Mangala Vallis. We are played together 3 months ago. But actually, we don't. We know The Watch for the records, but we don't know them personally. We know very well PFM because our records are in the label of PFM drummers Fran Di Cioccio and so Banco, Orme, Balletto di Bronzo. There are great groups. Now many groups are reforming. Many groups of the 70s, Biglietto per l'Inferno, New Trolls, Banco, Metamorphosi, yes. There are often a great scene. Not very much people that comes at the concert, but a great scene.
Two last questions.
Yes.
Forgive me for this one. Is there something, well, the aim of the question is there a vision of an ideal world, ideal society? Maybe link it to, is there a theme that comes back often in the lyrics?
Yes, especially in the lyrics that you will find on the third album. There is a strong careness about people who are not living by themselves, but they are involved in a society, in a small world, or even in a larger world. Why not? And the feeling is that the ideal society is a society when one cares about his brother and not living on his own. And that mainly is the one thing that personally I find in many of the behaviors, of the last behaviors, especially by the politics. I happen to follow very, very deeply the Live 8, the Live 8 purposes. And so this obviously reflects in the lyrics I write.
Okay. Projects for the future with the band?
First thing, our new album that we just finished to record. Next month we go to girare, to film a video for one song, and we hope that this album will be published in November or maybe last year, January.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you.